Star State and the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Levis. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, what an exciting time here in this great city. Of course, it's no stranger to big-time sports. They've had the NBA team here, but now a relocation franchise in the NFL. Levis in trouble. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, you want to make sure that on an opening drive that you at least stay out there for a while and get into the flow of the game. A 3-and-out would have been problematic, but that's a good throw there to ensure they get another set of downs.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Now you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there they want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Levis looking to throw. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Inside give to Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. McPherson's kick is good, and the opening drive of the game yields 3.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense. And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Purdy. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now Levis. He finds his man, complete. It's Romero. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Levis to throw it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Levis sets up to throw here. That's complete to Hutchinson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, San Antonio in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Levis. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Levis back to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And Levis going back to the air. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A 2nd down throw from Levis. And it's caught. Touchdown. And Xavier Hutchinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd down and 6. Purdy now to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing here, Purdy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Purdy looking to throw. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And it's caught. Touchdown. Devon Achane. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. First and 10. Here's Levis. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10. Levis. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts on third down. Elliott, just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And taken right on the 30. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. Purdy sets up to throw again. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 6. That'll leave them with third and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Purdy from the gun on third down. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And a touchdown separating these two as they've gone to halftime. Tua Tagovailoa with a touchdown throw. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Acrisure Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Jared Goff with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Chiefs. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the giver. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Purdy from the gun. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. They'll run for it with Achane. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Levis. He finds his man, complete. It's Romero. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
A throw over the middle taken in. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Levis. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he hits the upright, but it carries in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
On first down, Purdy. Just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. A good action to this point in the third quarter, just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10. Purdy. And brought in downfield by Burks. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll dump this off to Achane. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Option handoff now to Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. With it is Brown. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On second down, Elliott once more. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Levis to throw it. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in San Antonio. 2nd and 7. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. There he goes, right side. And a huge play that time. 48 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Levis sets up to throw here. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Levis looking to throw. And he's got it. And he is out of bounds here. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Elliott. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down in the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
Levis throwing for it on 4th. And it's caught. Touchdown. Maurice French there to make the grab. And the Mounties will add to their 4th quarter lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Purdy's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Shotgun now with Purdy. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now Levis. He finds his man, complete. It's Romero. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom right in this stage of the game.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Trey Hendrickson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Levis. This taken in by Kincaid. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Levis back to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jervon Dexter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So now the Eagles down by 13, a minute 54 on the clock. Purdy to throw. Into the hands of Ingram. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. To throw is Purdy. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Purdy to throw.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Throwing, Purdy. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Here's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Here's Purdy to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
He'll connect on the out route with Ingram.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with an even 30 seconds to go, everything will come down to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realizes there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining